All right. We are live, boys and girls. We are live. Wow. What what a day. What a day. All right. I got so much done and I'm just waiting. This has been such a busy week, but we got this. We got it. And it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really good time. How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. I'm doing good. Just munching on some crackers here.
Okay.
Does this sound better?
All right. So anyway, how you doing, Mog? I can't hear you though. Are you there? Okay, we can't hear you. Oh, am I?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Oh, there we
Okay.
go. Yep. All right. So we've got Ruxy number 2, and we've got my interior artist and cover artist here. She's got it. She's got some amazing covers. The more I look at them, they're just very elegant and gorgeous, and kind of
Well, you've got a lot of good covers.
Yeah.
This round.
Yeah, and kind of like a noir feel for that one, the Ruxy cover. We'll see it here shortly when we launch. But But wow, I mean that's gorgeous. I'm very excited. I'm very thrilled.
Thank you.
So let's see what else. And I've invited Fang. I don't know if she's coming.
Is this streaming on like all 4 platforms like?
This is streaming on Facebook, my personal page, my business page, and YouTube.
All right.
So yeah, we're catching all the bases here.
Let me see if I can share it as well.
Yeah, maybe we let's see here. Yeah, I sent out invites to Topper, to all the cover artists. I don't know. It was a bit last minute, so who knows how many of them will be able to make it. We'll see. But it's gonna be quite a hectic run here. What else you guys got coming up on your plate?
Well, for me, it's mainly getting ready for the shows. So we have WonderCon, but we're not working that show. We're just going there and support our friends that have panels, and we'll be on a few panels there.
I'm sorry, which show?
WonderCon.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then right after that, we'll be at C2E2.
Yeah.
In Chicago. So we'll be seeing you shortly after.
Yeah, I don't know. I got my mixed feelings on that. Next year I might try going for a vendor spot as opposed to a artist alley. We'll see. I got enough stuff to fill a big space. We'll try.
Yeah, you got enough books now.
Yeah.
Two on Ruxy and then 6 on Spectra set by next year, and maybe even more.
Yeah, we'll have at least probably 3 or 4 Ruxy books by that time.
Yeah.
And
I'm actually hoping we can do a third one this year.
with luck, I mean, the script for Spectra 6 is about 3/4 done.
Mhm.
And once I hand that off to my editor and then off to Topper, then Ruxy 3 starts.
Right.
So yeah, if we could get it done in October, I think would be awesome.
Yeah.
October timeframe. And then yeah, that would be Ruxy 3, 2 and 3 done this year, and then the final book in the story arc of Spectrus. That'd be pretty awesome. So
Because what we're doing this year is that we're not doing as many cons. In fact, we're probably cutting the cons in half.
Okay.
And
You guys
so
been yeah.
that'll give us more time to work on these projects, because doing the cons we're realizing is nice and we can make money there, but it's not sustainable.
Yeah, you guys have been pretty busy this year so far, right?
This year we've only done 2 cons so far,
Oh,
and
really?
that's all. Yeah, we've only done 2.
that seems
Yeah.
like
Didn't you, Kurt, come off a con right now this weekend?
Yeah,
Indiana Comic Con. It wasn't bad. It wasn't
Mhm.
bad. It was Indianapolis is a pretty cool town, and I don't know. Pardon me.
Oh, and I was wondering, like, is this like what is this con called? Just like a fan expo run, or is it like?
Indiana Comic Con.
Yeah, it's just called Indiana Comic Con. It was well attended. They've got quite a bit of celebs there, which is can be a dual-edged sword. A lot of people were there to see the celeb.
Yeah.
Every comic book fan that was there bought a comic for me, but unfortunately it wasn't that many. So it was all right. I did okay. So
Okay.
but I'm going to try for Nightmare Weekend in Chicago here. Somebody told me about that. That's another show next month. And then I've got Nerd Walkie coming up.
Nerd Walkie.
Nerd Walkie. It's it's up in Milwaukee. They've got it's a company called Awkward Nerd Events, and they do nerdy stuff.
Is it right by the college?
It's like downtown Milwaukee. It's
All right, close enough.
Isn't college in the Madison? You're talking about the Madison College now?
Yeah, that's where I went to school.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a nice college.
it was, yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
The weather here is weird. Like, it's been extremely cold where we can see the mountain, like the snow on the mountain. But
Okay.
starting from today and then tomorrow, it's gonna be all in suddenly like the 70s and then 80s, and then it would go up to 87 degrees in March. That's like insane.
Wow. We hit the 70s today. It's chilling down. I should close the window. It's getting chilly now, but we had like snow yesterday and now today in the 70s. So bizarre. Yeah.
That's like unusual for Chicago, like, right? 70s at this March, I think. Usually that's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, who knows now the way the weather works? It's anything's possible. So.
How are your sausage doggies?
Oh, they're good. You know what? I've got one over here that's kind of. Let me see here if I can get Zoe. 1 second. Come here, Zoes. Come here, sweetie. All right. Here's Zoe. She's being feisty again tonight. She's she wants me to chase her around. She's She doesn't want to be here. She doesn't like all the screens and stuff, but she was kind of trying to get me to come play with her for a little bit. But come on, Zoe, say hello.
Hello, Zoe.
Say hello. We're about to launch another comic book. Oh, this is exciting. Come on.
You're so cute.
Yeah, she's 15.
What?
Yeah, she's going to be 16 this year.
She looks like 7 or 8.
I know, it's so funny. Her little stepbrother is a year younger, but he looks older than she does because she's just
So cute. You know, I heard I was typing sausage dogs, and it said that they're the worst ones to train, potty train. Is that true?
Yeah, they're very headstrong. They're hounds, so they're it's hard to believe, but they're hunting dogs. Oh, okay, she wants to get down now. They are actually hunting dogs, so they're very independent and headstrong. So yeah, they're kind of tough. But I mean, we do. Fritz is such a good boy, and Zoe knows when to let us know when she's got to use a bathroom. So.
Huh.
But yeah, they don't take commands very well. They don't listen. You know, if they want to.
Is it true? Like the male is like more affectionate than the female, or is it in your case? What was it?
Actually, yeah, I think so. I think Fritz is he's much nicer and more obedient, honestly, and just a good little guy. And Zoe can be a little monster. You know, she's headstrong and kind of a pain.
So would you say, like, subconsciously, the Ruxy, that the comic that you're launching, is like Zoe is Ruxy and is the personality model?
That could be.
And
all right, we're getting ready to fire it up here. This is exciting. All right, let's put the. But yeah, Zoe is a little beast, and Fritz is just a good boy. So.
Wow, that really does sound. Maybe subconsciously you projected that in your characters, because your main character is the two of them is the twin, and the Ruxy, the girl, is the monster, and the second one is the kind of like the good boy.
I guess so. It's so funny. Yeah, it's so funny you mentioned that. Yeah, that's yeah, that's those are my dogs. Fritz is, I think he's chilling out on the couch. I don't know. Zoe's back here. She wants something from me, probably a treat. What do you want, Zoes? Huh? Come on. Come on, Zoes. We're about to launch here. We've got 2 minutes. Mm-hmm. So what else you got going on, Mog? Real quick.
Nothing much. I mean, for me right now, I'm trying to prepare myself to finishing up all my projects, really.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, you still got a few pages, left with me, and
yep. And then you start on Snowpaw.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of commissions. So that's the other thing that's kind of like holding us back is the commission. So this year we're only doing commissions at shows. So she'll start the commissions at a show and finish it at a show. If there's commissions that aren't finished, we're gonna say we can't do it. So
okay.
Yeah. That's the only time we're gonna do commissions now. But, like I said, we're kind of like refocusing what direction we're going to go in and where we need to place our energies that give us the best benefits for
okay.
All right, are we ready?
5:30.
Yeah.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Woo!
Boom! Lift off. Here we go.
Launch project.
So it's interesting to see all that.
And
it's
we
live.
are live.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. All right. We are going 31 days. Let's go ahead and kick in and watch the video. All right.
So dramatic.
That opening scene is always like my
Bullets
favorite.
flying.
Like the black, like buildings going like a Matrix kind of thing. Man,
Yeah.
And that kind of
That's
combination
cool.
of the black and the red always gets you.
yeah.
You know, it kind of sets the
And
tone
the-
of like what's going to happen. It's going to be bloody.
Yeah, and the horror music. Not horror, but like suspense. I don't know what it is, but yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's intense. It's intense for
Yeah, it's intense music. Yeah.
all right. So, yes, we've got The Babe with Bite is back.
Oh, let's check it out. Let's check out your campaign.
All right. So, let me close this. There we go. So, we've got the story of Ruxandra Tepesh, Ruxy vampire. She's out of control. She's a vampiress. Her and her brother have escaped their confinement as being turned to stone, and now they're set loose in the streets of Chicago, looking for blood and booze and excitement. Ruxy is pretty much the main troublemaker out of that duo. We get our favorite vampire with a gambling problem sinks deeper into the seedy underworld of shady gangsters, envious demons, and bootleg debauchery. Ruxy finds herself at a wild speakeasy caught in the crossfire between Morin factions and her own sanguine appetites. All right, so it's another 32-page book, printed right here in the good old US of A down in Florida. And we've got an early bird backer bonus. I'm trying that this time around. We're getting a metallic bookmark. Everyone who backs in the first 24 hours gets the early bird backer bonus.
Wow, that art is very classic. You know what? It reminds me like that cartoon that style back in the days, in the 1940s. Black and white film style. Like what was it on? The Bugs Bunny. There was a Bugs Bunny and
Elmer Fudd.
Right, Looney Tunes.
No, but remember, there was a movie where everything is live, but the girl is like red. She's a cartoon.
Oh,
Jessica Rabbit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah, Frank
Yes.
Roger Rabbit.
Oh, does that remind you of Jessica? I guess, yeah.
Kind of. I mean, it kind of has that style, like that.
That noir.
Vintage style, like
Yeah.
it's the mood, which is interesting because the story that you make is there's a lot of blood and gore and action, which I love about your story, but it's also very lighthearted. The whole overall tone is like a comedy, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's got
Which
to
I
be
like.
fun.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun. Oh, got our first backer. Oh,
Yes.
backer. Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Yay,
Thank
baby.
you. And
That
then
bookmark is gorgeous. Yeah.
yeah, isn't that cool? That's going to be in metal too, so it'll be shiny and really cool. From Fairy Metals.
Shiny.
Shiny.
Everybody
All right,
likes
let's go
shiny,
through our
shiny.
cover gallery. Now here is Mog Parks. You know what? This isn't big enough.
Yeah. Make it bigger.
There we go. So yeah, I mean, Mog, you really got that noir kind of taste in this one here, especially in your nice cover. I mean, it's
Thank you.
gorgeous. It's kind of got that dangerous woman kind of taste to it. And then your unprohibited cover there is Apollonia, looking very decadent. Yeah.
I'm actually very interested in her character because she makes all kinds of alcohol, right? And
Right.
elixirs, and it's like she's kind of like a witch if you think of like a potion maker type of thing. That's why I have her holding another like a potion thing.
Yeah.
Like alcohol to indicate, hey, I'm a maker of this. So
Yeah. No, gorgeous. Dangerous, kind of looking at danger and decadence here at the same time. That's pretty awesome. Okay, and then Matt Gunn is back. With
he's got a nude version as well. Nice.
With his chesty set. Yeah. That's Ruxy shooting pool.
Playing black ball.
And then we've got Hedwin Zaldivar is also back.
Wow. His stuff is like always his covers kind of like in general reminds me a scene straight up from an interior page, like an action page, and then you just like take a snapshot of that.
That's what I like about his covers.
Yeah, it's just very unique in that way.
Different from a majority of the covers that are out there. And it's more in line with kind of covers we used to see in the early days of comics, where the cover kind of tells a little bit of a story of what's going on.
And what's also interesting is that did he read the story? Because that's a kind of a scene from some of the characters there. Did you get a chance to read some of the story?
Well, I broke down a couple scenes for him, and I kind of wanted to have a cool, barroom brawl scene, where she's got a leg up, right? She's got her trophy underneath her foot there, and she's taking down the big bad guy.
And he's got his purple leg sticking out there.
Yeah.
So it kind of gives you an idea. The horns, the bull ring. I like the tongue coming out. And the suit he has on, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very gangster.
Yeah.
And we've got Art Voyager back.
Oh, there's the next
one.
Medusa.
Nice
this is Marissa Pope. Nice.
Oh, no, sorry. This one's Art Voyager.
Oh, Art Voyager, sorry.
This one is Art Voyager.
And this is colors by Wesley Wong.
Oh,
Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley colored this one.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is Marissa.
Yeah, that's more like her. It's very pretty.
Did she color that, or was that by somebody else?
Hedwin Zaldivar covered that one.
Right, which he tends to. He does. I mean, Marissa does like him coloring.
I pat myself on the back a little bit for this one. I was like, I've got a necromancer. I want her to pole dance on a scythe. That's that's kind of the idea behind this one.
I see.
I was really patting myself on the back with that one. So I think that's pretty cool. Kind of goth, kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool and sexy. She's got the boots and everything. And then here's that full cover by Sveta Shubina. Again, very elegant, classy.
I'm not familiar with her. Where'd you find her?
She's on Instagram. I've seen her a lot on Tumblr too. There's a lot of her stuff. It's very, I asked for risque, but she gave me this, and I was like, you know what? That's good. That's fine. Let's just go with that. So this one, if you order like the full risque or the full the full naughty or the full nice, you're going to get this cover on both sides, basically.
Okay.
So, and then here we've got Fang Fang's cover.
Mhm.
I wanted to have Cesara again in the opening part of the book, kind of a scene from the book where she fights
Mhm.
a few of the noble wolf turn
Mhm.
people who are also werewolves.
Right.
And here's CB Zane again with Apollonia.
Nice.
In the distillery.
Looks really nice.
Isn't that cool? All right, let's do another check here where we're at.
His body, wow, that's amazing.
Wow, look at that. 476 already. Thank you all so much. 5% already.
His body is the way CB Zane does his bodies. It's like always so tight, like a balloon about to burst, like paper thin, like tight. You know, like that the rendering. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what we like.
Yeah.
And here we are with the interiors. Here's the opening scene
Oh,
with Cesara, who has a gluttony demon bound in this lamp that she carries with her, this lantern.
Hmm.
She wants to get into the booze business, and there just happens to be a noble wolf turn distillery there in Scotland that she's going to get into the Scotch business the hard way. There's some more another intense opening scene there with Mog's art and Bruna's colors. And the obligatory. This was going to be a draw me in character, but that didn't work out. So, but she's in there anyway. And then from there, the scene changes to Easy Eddie's Speakeasy, and this page really just, there's kind of this dark, creepy opening, but then you get to this page and it just boom, it lights up, and there's so much going on in this page. It's pretty amazing.
Totally different feeling.
Yeah, it kind of lights up, and there's a lot of life in this page, I think.
Which should be like that, in my opinion, because you're in a speakeasy bar and everyone's just having fun there, right? So
that's right. Yeah, it's all about having a good time.
Yeah, you're conscious of your mood, and the storytelling was very interesting. Like the pace and you just switch the mood like that. That was good.
All right, and then we get into issue 1 covers, and you can click on those and to see the naughty versions on Pinterest. But here we've got Mog's #1 cover, Marka, Matt's cover, Anolia Nova, CB Zane again, Psycho-san, Louis Bravo, Headwind, Topper, and Holy Bones. So those are all those issue 1 nice and naughty are also available in this launch. And here we've got the interiors from issue 1. Again, that big opening action scene. I guess I kind of like those. And then we get into the characters.
Yep.
And we get quite a bit more at Jazarath this time around. He's an
which was interesting. I like that part.
Yeah, he's not fun to have around.
I actually find him very intriguing. Like, I'd like to know more about that guy. So
yeah. He's got a problem with. He's always got to be the best. He's an envy demon, so he's got to be the best. He's got to be #1. If anyone shows him up, there's going to be a problem. And here we all are. Mog looking pretty copacetic there, pretty thinking about her next cover.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the next cover, but she's thinking of something.
And there's
Oh my God.
there's Bruna, colorist, who's just rocking it, doing really well. And Letter Squids, again, he's did the last book. He's doing this one too. Great work from the whole team, honestly.
Nice.
Yes. So right now, let's see here. We're take a quick look at the reward tiers. Let's check back into where we're at.
Yeah, what are the options and
6%. Not bad, not bad. All right, yeah. So we're in the early bird. Today through tomorrow, this time tomorrow, 7:30. All the rewards are early bird rewards, which means you get that metallic bookmark and a signed numbered book plate signed by myself and Mog. So the featured reward, which is a new thing in Kickstarter, you can have a reward at the top, is the unprohibited catch-up. So you can get issues 1 and 2 naughty versions, whichever ones you like, and there's a link there for Pinterest page where you can find all the naughty covers.
Nice.
So you can get Mog's covers, you can get Matt's covers, you can get Headwinds, you can get them all. And then we go into the digital PDF and the digital catch-up. And then we get into the print issues. There's Mog's number 1, or number 2, cover A. And then there's MR Guns, cover B. Headwind, cover C. Art Voyager, D. Marissa, E. Sveta, F. Fong, G. And CB Zane, H. Wow, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
I can't help it. It's just so fun.
You have it's more covers this time around, right?
yeah.
I think it's 8. Yeah, last time we did 7, and this time's 8. So I promise I won't go any more than that. But again, we've got the catch up. We've got the regular catch up version. This is the nice on the nice side. And then we've got the Sansverse Digital. So if you want to get into the whole universe, if you want to get into Spectra Sensibanyan and Ruxy Vampire shared universe, that's where you want to start if you want to go digital. And then we get into the unprohibited sets. So there's Mog's A and B, or A Risque and Naughty and Nice. Same thing with these others here. And then if you wanted to get the Sansverse in floppies, you can pick that up here. And we've got Remarks are back. I've got a couple examples there that Mog has done on the last one with her awesome risque cover from Ruxy number 1. And we've got 8 covers in the right G, which is a collection of all the nice covers. And we've got the Cat's Pajamas, which is a collection of all the naughty covers. So if you want to get, you want to go all nice or all naughty, you can get the right G or the Cat's Pajamas. And then the Big Sleep is going to be basically every cover from issue 2. That's 16 altogether. Or sorry, 15. That's the Big Sleep. And get drawn in if you want to appear in Ruxy Vampire number 3. This is actually Topper's art here from the last Spectra Sensibanyan. I had a guy, great fan actually, just a super guy. He's a big horror guy, and he was victimized terribly in the last issue of Spectrus, and he loved it. He loved it. So, thanks to James, great guy, and big horror fan. And if you want to so that's him. Hopefully, we'll get somebody into Ruxy 3 who can get bitten, or maybe has a Tommy gun, or is at the Speakeasy or something like that. We can get them on a page of Ruxy Vampire.
Sitting at the bar at the Speakeasy.
Right.
You know, trying to make a hit on Ruxy.
That's right. Maybe he works for Al Capone. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then if you want to get it all of issues 1 and 2, which is 33 books, that's kind of a lot. But if you want to get everything, if you want to get the full Chicago overcoat, there it is, 33 books. And that includes a bonus metal cover. And we are going to do metal covers in this, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time around. I'm going to add those maybe a week or two into the.
Is Topper in the is Topper backstage?
Oh, there he is. Okay. Has he been there long? I hope not too long.
For 30 minutes.
Oh, no, you haven't. No way.
About a minute and a half.
Okay, good.
I just went online, finished dinner, and all like, oh man. So I was hoping you were still on.
It's been a hectic week, and I didn't get all the contacts out in early enough as I wanted to, but thank you for coming.
How was Indianapolis?
Topper. It was all right. Well attended, maybe more of an anime crowd. Oh, look at that. We're at 7%.
Hey, Mog.
18 backers. Fantastic.
Hey, Topper, it's so good to see you, man.
I'm doing great.
Yeah, man.
What's going on?
The same thing. you know how it is for us.
How's everything in California?
It's still cold out here. I can tell you it was a warm day.
Yeah, actually, I think today was warm. So I'm happy, man. Like,
yeah, it was nice here too. All the snow's gone. Don't have to wear a jacket.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow.
oh,
Yeah, I know it was getting chilly again, wasn't it? It's kind of bizarre. Who knows? If you don't like the weather, just wait 10 minutes and it'll change.
I decided I'm gonna probably do some ribeyes tonight. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, 21 backers and $800. That's rocking. That is rocking. So we've had
10%.
Yeah. 2 backers have got the early bird unprohibited catch-up. That's cool.
Nice.
So,
Well, when we do the cons, Ruxy is a good seller.
oh yeah?
Yeah. So, and I am gonna place an order for more, just so I can have them. I'll probably pick them up for you when we get done with the seat.
Yeah. I think we should be able to, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know if we'll have these in hand yet by that time, but
No.
we'll see. Probably not. No,
Yeah.
because it's next month. So yeah, it'll still be running. I've got some flyers for you guys to hand out at the show. So
Because I think they also give us 8-foot tables. I think that's the only show we get 8-foot tables out. So that's going to give us extra room.
all right, what's going on with you, Topper?
Same old. Just I'm now down to 9 pages left on my book.
Yeah, 9 out of how many?
84.
Damn.
I've been working on it for 5-6 months. and that's just the pencils. Then I got to start inking and coloring and lettering, and
Oh, you're doing it all yourself?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then somewhere in that, I'm expecting to get Spectrus and Sabanian number 6.
Working it. It's like I said, it's about probably 3/4 done. Still not quite sure on the ending yet because it's the first story arc, and a lot happens. And
how many pages are you up to?
I'm at 24 right now, so it'll probably be another 32, 36, or we'll see.
Yeah, we've been getting up in the 30s. I think you only had one issue in that series where it was only like 20 something pages.
Yeah, I had I think issue 2 was at 28 pages,
Yeah.
which is the shortest book I've done. But yeah, I can't imagine. Topper, I saw Topper at a show last month, and I'm
3 weeks ago.
yeah. If I did a 80-page book, I would go broke. I would never make enough on Kickstarter unless I did like a 6-figure book, a 6-figure Kickstarter. Would I make enough to cover an 80-page book?
Well, this was the whole run of Ruxy is like 160 something, 170. Without the
How many pages is Ruxy 2?
This one is 32 in interior, so 36 altogether.
And how many pages was book 1?
That was 36 interior. That was 40 altogether. That was a big one.
But they're going to be about the same.
So yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, we got the pitch down for Ruxy pretty good, so it's we laid
Can
it
we-
down and people are interested.
Can we talk about the story and the art a bit? Is it okay if I share
Yeah, go for
my
it.
screen
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
show the viewers what you and I have been working on?
Yeah, please do.
And I think I sent a share, so you have to just give me permission to click on it.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the close-up of the cover. So she's like this. The reason why I did these scenes is they're gonna be a scene where there's always like in every issue, like Kurt actually discussed this. He wants to do a risque scene inside the book because it is for mature thing. So that's why she's lying down like on a kind of like a sheet, or we could say bed. So that's one here. So in a way, like that's why I chose these two characters, because again, if you read this next issue, these two are gonna get kind of will be in a scene like this. Not exactly, but something like this. And that's why this I made her like side by side, like there she might be lying this way and she might be lying this way. And what was like my thoughts on this was, when you think about like Medusa, you always think, oh, green snakes, right? So at first I was gonna do everything like green on her, the snakes. But I thought, well, sometimes when a girl lies down and her hair is all spread out, and it's like, especially if they're light hair colors like blonde or red hair, and then where the sun hits, it's very nice and like just golden and very bright, and I do like that sometimes. And I thought, okay, what if I make her like a variation from gold to going into green? That would be more, has a feeling of, I think Kurt said it right, like luxurious. So that was and this character is actually very interesting. I mean, I like her character. She's like a Medusa, right, Kurt?
Right. Yep.
And she makes the alcohol. Can you describe more about her character profile? Like she makes to the viewers? Like,
Yeah, she makes bourbon, which is kind of America's famous for its bourbon. And during Prohibition times, good alcohol was really hard to come by. So she's kind of got this in with the mob because she makes quality alcohol and people are willing to pay for it. But that's also because she's a bit of an alchemist. She can brew potions and things like that, and she does a little potion work in the book and some of the action in the book, which is a lot of fun. But she's trying to make it a little bigger. She's got money, but she doesn't have the muscle that she wants. So she gets occasionally she gets muscled, and maybe some of her shipments get stolen, and so she's trying to. She's a survivor. She looks out for number one, and maybe in Ruxy she sees somebody that she can kind of cajole into working for her or helping her out, with her goals and the things she wants to do.
So she has her, and also I think she kind of had. I put like a slit eyes. If you look very closely, her eye pupils is kind of slit like a bit like a snake.
Yep.
To also indicate that. And this one I had fun doing because there's a lot of textures. You can see from the feather, the different texture, the glasses here, and then the snake, and then the velvet kind of cushion to her, kind of like a see-through fabric here, and then the sheet that she's lying on. Same thing here, like a different kind of like a silky type of fabric lying on this kind of a silky type of sheets. And then the hair. Yeah, so, and I try to capture Ruxy, her personality. So this is more like she's kind of, giving you her tongue and kind of, with attitude. That's really basically her, she said. And with a gun. She seems very playful, but she's very dangerous. And yeah. And I tried to make sure that her skin is like someone you see is very dead, like a corpse-like. I'm always thinking vampire,
Yeah.
So here her skin tone is way different from Apollonian here, which is very like a human skin. It's got that warmth going on. So that's what I try to do in these two covers. So yeah. Anyway, support Kurt, please. His stuff is amazing. And can I? Is it okay if I just show some of the black and whites that you and I worked on? I think it'll be more interesting because it's not like they're gonna see this; they can't buy this. So I'm not gonna show all of them.
Yeah, no, cool. Go for it.
So, like, let's see. Do I get to see up here? Let me see. Just give me a moment here. Where's the first? Yeah, this comic is way more intense in a way because there's a lot more action scenes. And when I say action, literally like, things being shot. Why is this kind of okay?
There we go.
This is the beginning where it's like a mood piece. So I put a lot more black. Comparatively from book number 1, I did a lot more background per panel almost. And that's the reason why it's taking a while because I'm putting so much details in here. But that mood scene this is interesting. This is the villain. Gosh, her name is Cesara. I'll say Cesara.
Yep.
Cesara.
Yeah. So she's actually the villain of the story. So it's like her. This is where she makes a first appearance on the last page of the book. So book number 2, this is where she's making the actual. You get to see more about her in a way. And I think that's really cool because she is kind of a mysterious character. But you're not really going to see much of her. And then I really try to do these. I've never done these things where things are getting killed and butchered. And look at this guy. This guy is getting shoved in this small lantern. And Kurt was saying, make sure there's guts and stuff coming out. I had to imagine that. That was kind of tough, but it was fun. And then all these things, these creatures getting killed, So that was fun. Like that kind of, and then we go, oh, okay, I don't know if we can show that, but then we go, like I say, a different mood. As you can see, the backgrounds, like each thing is drawn out, and the characters and stuff to get that 1920s, that glamorous.
Speakeasy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
isn't it also called the antebellum time, where it's just before the war? Right, 1920.
That would be you talk about World War One. That would be after.
Lantern Massacre.
This is after World War One.
World War One ended in 1918.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, this is 19. I think this is 37 in this particular time.
The Germans go into Spain in 36.
Okay, you know what? That makes sense. But what's intriguing is when I type in the 1920s, they call it like the rich, like glamour time. So I guess after war, business, like everybody did really well then. The First World War One.
Yeah, the Roaring 20s. Yeah.
I see.
Well, and organized crime. If there's a what's the word I'm looking for? If there's something prohibited and something that people want, could have been a huge market for that. So, yeah, they got very wealthy during Prohibition. And
what's also really cool about your story that I like is that you put different mythical creatures that I would have never thought of. Like, for example, what is this? This character. She's also very mysterious, and I can't wait to know more about her. She's the nine-tailed fox, Kitsune, right? So
yeah, she'll be more in issue 3. Yeah, she'll be. It'll be interesting.
Yeah, and this is the Apollonian girl. There's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's we know now. Find more about it. She did make an appearance. If anybody really closely read the first book, she made an appearance on book number 1, very briefly, extremely briefly. Even I wouldn't have, figured it out. But so as you can see, these characters drawing all these extras, man. I don't know Topper how you do it, but wow,
that stuff is fine. It's when Kurt starts killing people with beheadings and
yeah.
I couldn't imagine. I have enough problems sleeping at night without Kurt's nightmares.
I really have a good time finding artists that don't usually draw violence, draw like the worst things. It's very gratifying.
It's so weird. And then a bar scene, that's I think one of the reasons why it was hard is because it's an interior, and this interior is not like was a cabin in the middle of the woods, like talking very decked out place here in Chicago. So drawing all of this, just to get that mood right.
Yeah.
So that one I had. It requires a lot, but it pays off, I think. And this is like another character which I would have never thought is the Minotaur. And it like a Minotaur character. That was really interesting. Again, this is one thing I find your story, Ruxy, interesting. Like I said, you get to see these mythical creatures just worked in, and that I would have never thought of, that association. But really cool stuff. Makes me wonder, like, you must have read a lot of maybe supernatural type of
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And then doing this, like studying the freaking vehicles at the time, and then on top of that, he's like, "Oh, okay, this Minotaur is slamming into her," and then I'm like, "Oh God, I have to draw this scene." And then this part, I have to like do so much research. First of all, find the car at that angle, vintage car, and then find the car that's been crushed at a certain kind of feel, and then trying to like get that crushed, that look. Oh man, it was just really interesting. A lot to work.
Well, I love that punch scene there. I mean, that's great. This is a fantastic page.
Yeah. So, yeah, like him Kurt like doing an action scene, he definitely does a lot of action. You can see. So like again here, like this tires and stuff. And what was this thing called? What's this thing?
It's a tire iron.
Tire iron. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had to even research this. Like, what is this? Look it up.
Yeah, it's
Try to draw that in.
or a crowbar.
No, I think
No, it's a tire iron.
Is a tire iron?
Yeah, you told me you wrote in the script like
I think it's called both.
It's both.
I've used that name for both of them. Crowbar, tire
see this
iron.
nozzle where you gotta put it into the bolts, right? So you can undo it, right? This is the thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's got the pointy end is to pull the tire off. And then you got the other end where it has the short curve. So that way you can take the lug nuts off.
What did they actually have lug nuts in the 20s?
That's what also I was researching. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I know they probably not like the
dude.
When did that start? Like
I was looking at eBay auction, 1920s like hubcaps, 1920s.
Oh, jeez.
Like 4 tires. People are selling them, which is fascinating. You just go through this crazy type of research, world.
Because if they weren't using lug nuts, what were they using? Just the hubcap?
Yeah, I'm thinking that the centerpiece would have come off and the wheel would have just come off.
That's what I was thinking, because when I looked at
it's if it's like the wagon, they just have that linchpin that they stick through kind of the axle to hold it in place.
I'm not sure what year lug nuts came around, but I'm not sure they were around in the 20s. But I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. All I know was that there was a lot of hubcaps, which was very intricate. And then the wheels of the 20s, they look like the bicycle wheels now.
Yeah.
It has a lot of the wire thing that's coming out, like whatever.
Spokes. Yeah.
Yeah, that part was.
Those are the spoke wheels. Yeah.
So as you can see,
that's what they were kind of using in the beginning, were those spoke wheels.
Mog, where do you live in LA? Roughly.
Inland Empire, so about an hour away from LA.
Okay. If you can ever get to Sylmar, the Netter Cut Museum, it's a car museum. They've got the most unbelievable library you've ever seen in your life. It's free. You have to make an appointment to get there. But when you get there, it's anything you could possibly imagine, everything you're wanting to know about cars from that period, earlier, a little bit later in the 30s, 40s. It's one of the most amazing collections you'll ever see in your life. And besides the cars, they've also got turn of the century music instruments. And I mean, it's amazing, and it's free.
What is it called?
The Netter Cut Museum. It's in Sylmar. So it's up by the 118 and the 5.
Yeah, that's up on the coast.
No, it's the North Valley, north part of the valley in LA.
Huh.
Sounds very interesting.
But you have to go by appointment only.
One of the first galleries that you get into is you walk into this gallery, it's all marble, and there's like 6 Duesenbergs, original Duesenbergs. And it's like, it takes your breath away. I mean, they're like pristine, and you can walk up to them, and that's just one gallery, and it just keeps going and going and going. The hood ornaments in the 20s and 30s are amazing, and they've got thousands of different ones. Stuff you can't even imagine. Just the collection of hood ornaments.
Hood ornaments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every car had a hood ornament.
Those were, back then they were these nice hood ornaments back then.
On top of the radiator. It was all art. It was just amazing.
Yeah. Beautiful pieces.
When can America be like that again? I want to be in the 1920s. With just hood ornaments on a car.
And everything from Mickey Mouse to Superman they made everything. I mean,
what?
There was a Mickey Mouse ornament. There was a Superman ornament. There was bulldogs and ducks and geese and leopards and jaguars. And I mean, the
Wow.
Rolls Royce hood ornament is stunning.
Interesting.
But all
But it's appointment
all on
only,
top
so I
of the
don't know.
radiator.
Then the Nether Cut collection, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for your own education, it's anything you ever wanted. And when you get into the final gallery, there's a guard sitting up front. And if you go talk to him, he was sitting there bored out of his mind. And I was like, do you ever get to drive these? And the guy goes, yeah, whenever you want. He goes, you want to see anything? And I go, I want to see the Tucker. So he gets up and he walks me to the back of the building where there was an original Tucker, one of the 51 cars.
Mm-hmm.
And he pulls the curtain back and he opens it up and he lets me get in it. And I'm just like, ah!
Oh my God, really?
He'll let you get in. They'll walk you through and let you get in anything you want.
Wow, that's really cool.
Okay.
It's
I'm seeing
amazing.
it. Oh, they have trains too.
Oh, yeah. But we have to probably, like I said, appointment. So I don't know. We have to get selected now.
I'm trying to think that the name of the family is, they made their fortune in the 20s and 30s and 40s doing cosmetics for women. And what was the name of the company? You can still get their cosmetics there.
Oh, my
They
God.
still make it. It's in another
Inside
building next to it.
Inside is beautiful.
Oh, some of these cars look like, some of them are just like they came right off a showroom floor. The Duesenbergs are to die. I mean, they're just amazing.
Interesting.
Wow.
You
I'll put a
know,
link on there.
interesting. But yeah, that's a good question. It makes me think about it.
Let me put it to you this way. They have a library in this place that when we were talking to them, if Jay Leno needed the right colors of a car he was restoring, he drove to this place, made an appointment, and they have the auto manuals for just about every car ever built, and they could go in and get it. He goes, we had people flying in from Japan, from Tokyo, or from Toyota to look at the original manuals that we still had from the 20s and 30s that they didn't have.
This is a very nice museum.
Very cool.
And it's free.
I'm looking inside.
I didn't mean to disrail the whole conversation. I'm sorry.
No, it's a
that's
fine
good. It's
cover.
really interesting.
Huh. We should make an appointment then.
Okay. Now they're charging $5 now.
Oh, are they?
Yeah,
Those bastards.
Size of economy.
$5 is still cheap to me.
That's still not bad. Yeah. That's,
That's
Yeah,
from robbery.
from what I'm seeing inside, it looks really cool.
And we were literally
Damn it.
in the place for 5 hours.
I want sandwiches, champagne.
I could.
Yeah,
I know I could
I
spend
want
more than
all
a
of that
day in
served to
there.
me because now I'm paying $5. I want a well-dressed man following me around, feeding me.
Grapes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
5
open
hours,
Thursday
man.
to Saturdays from 9 to 4:30, so you can have a full 7.5 hours there.
When you leave the Duesenberg Gallery, you go up this flight of steps, and it's flanked by just cabinets of just hood ornaments. But the room you go into is a giant room, and all those big musical big musical things that they had in when the silent films, all the big musical instruments that could play the drums, the phone, the xylophone, the flutes, the trumpets. I mean, it was all in one big component. They didn't every theater didn't have an actual band.
Right.
And so they've got a collection of these things. And the first one that they do, the one comes up out of the floor and starts playing this music. And you're just like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Wow.
Even instruments.
Yeah, and the only thing that I walked out of that room remembering was, do you know what the first original score for a movie was?
No.
This was going to surprise you.
Hmm.
I mean, this was the first music actually written for a movie.
I thought it'd be Psycho, but that's all I can think of.
No.
Psycho.
No.
It was King Kong.
Huh?
Oh, wow.
King Kong.
Oh, that kind of makes sense when you think
The
about
original King Kong. The scene where
it.
they see the people all dancing around, and they've got Fay Ray tied up right there, and they're all dancing around, and then Peter Jackson used that same scene in his version, but all that music was originally written just for that scene, the first score ever done for a movie, and I learned that at Nettercut.
This was in the when? 19 when?
King Kong was 1930 RKO.
1930 King Kong?
The original, yeah.
Yeah. If you see it, it looks pretty cool to watch.
It's still
Because of how-
enjoyable.
Yeah, because of the way how they did it, how they shot film back then.
Stop motion animation.
Yeah, stop motion animation, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. That's not too bad. Okay, so this place is actually about an hour away from us, going towards Magic Mountain up in by Santa Clarita.
All right. Anyway, yeah. So back to this.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No,
Oh no, that's all right.
don't
I'm
worry about
getting a few. I'm getting a few people asking me. I'm getting a few questions here about additional covers, additional copies. I gotta answer a couple people here and maybe add some more.
Yeah, you're up to 24 backers now.
Yeah.
Oh, it just shot up. You're getting. It just went to 942 with 27 backers.
Yeah. Almost,
Thank you.
$58 more to break 1,000. That'll get you
I know.
10%.
almost 10%.
Anyways, yeah, that's interesting. So what are the
Oh.
questions? I'm actually
Oh,
curious.
you just broke 1,000.
Just broke 1,000. That's really cool.
Very nice.
I'm gonna have to call back.
Yeah, but cars, man. There's a lot of cars. I don't know why Kirk decided to have a warehouse in a
Just to make
bar
your life a living hell.
with lots
You
of
could-
cars. This is
You
actually,
could
by the
use
way,
that museum as a reference.
I
'cause
know, but
the shots they have in there is pretty cool.
yeah, the reason why we had this was, if you can see, one side he wanted where they are stacking barrels of, I don't know, whiskey and whatever, and then this other side is their work. These are the workers that are working on what do they call? They steal the cars and then they, what's the thing where people steal the cars and change
Chop
the
shop.
chop shop? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So I mean, well, that's the thing about speakeasies. They were kind of hidden and hidden but not really hidden. So this was kind of built into the back of a garage, and it's also a place where they stored their booze, and so I kind of wanted to get the whole feel. It's kind of funny how it was a secret but not really a secret. So.
Right.
So yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming at there.
So, yeah. And if I had known that there was going to be a massive fight scene, I wouldn't have made her dress so long. And I had to constantly have her, you see, she's holding her skirt up, like trying to, and she had so many dangling jewels. And then this is where I'm like, I'm done. Where pearl necklaces like crazy, because it's 1920s. The women, they just so much necklaces. So around some of the scenes here, it starts to come off where she's the necklace, like the things are like falling apart. I'm like, okay, this is a great excuse from here on. I don't have to draw because it's all torn off. Like I remember that. But yeah.
These pages look great.
Thank you. But you know what? More than the background, like doing this background, you know what the hardest part was? Just getting the action sequences, the angles, and all of that right to make sure it's readable. That was really the swing and all of that. That was because I've never really done it before, so it was really a good learning experience.
And
There's
then
a lot of yeah.
and then wait till you get to see the finished pages when they've put the balloons right over all that work that you put in. And you want to blow your brains out.
That's why I just say goodbye after I turn it in. I made peace with that. I'm okay. I'm okay. And then this one is basically I forgot. It's called Dunhaven, somewhere in Scotland. I forgot the castle, but I literally had to take that castle and put it exactly what it looks like now, and then put it on the scene where they're on top of the staircase. And for anybody who likes villains, the major villains, you get to see more of the Cesare villain that you see here. And this is my first time drawing a really like a very fat mobster, and it was fun because Kurt was saying, "Hey, this is not fat enough, make him fat." So I'm like, "All right," and then luckily he gave me references, which was great. I love references, so I drew it, and it's interesting, like wow, and then let's draw it. And then these like vampire classic fighting scene here, these scenes here. I took it straight up from the 1930s or like those old black and white vampire movie. I forgot. I think it's a classic one. And there's a actor. He's literally just
Nosferatu?
Yeah, that one.
Lon Chaney? No, that's not Lon Chaney.
That was Max Schreck.
Yes,
That was a German movie.
Yeah.
But you might be thinking of they were black and white because
it was black and white. Yeah.
Okay, the big ones were the Hammer films with Christopher Lee was.
Yeah, I think it was that Christopher Reeves one.
That's the one that I like. I like the Christopher Lee ones.
Yeah, those scared me when I was.
I'm a Bela Lugosi fan.
When his eyes turned red, oh my god.
Yeah. So those were terrifying, but but the new Nosferatu was pretty. I mean, it blew me away too. I had to see it twice.
Really? Everybody keeps saying that. I haven't seen it yet.
It was so amazing. But yeah, I like. I wanted to have different body types. So I'm like, yeah, make them fatter, make them big. Plus she's got a good threat in there for him.
It made it more like contrast. It made it even better, and
yeah,
it's so fun drawing this scene. Even it's just a talking scene here. Like you see how he's really frightened of her, and insert dialogue, imagination, and then so you get to see a lot more of this Cesare character for anybody who loves villains. So there you go. And that's her. Oh crap! I forgot to erase this. Okay. Yeah. No, I think I sent this to the colors like this. Oh my gosh. I hope she erases that. But anyways.
I haven't noticed it, so I think we should be right.
So there you go. So again, another action scene from like contrast from here straight to there. And that's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mog. We're just really excited. Really can't wait to get my hands on this and see it in print. It's so exciting. It's so fun to do this. The prep and the other stuff is a lot to do, but wow, this is the fun part, to watch it all come together, to see the inks and the colors and the covers. I mean, it's just too much fun. I can't take it, man. I just can't take it.
And you've been always trying to hit up on me and say, "Hey, where's the colored ones? Where's the colored pages?"
Let's go back to the Kickstarter.
Yeah, let's
for those who's chiming in now, we can like show the
see where options. We're at here.
I'm actually curious. Did you get to answer the questions? Wow.
Yeah, my add-ons might be a little too vague. I just kind of say any extra cover. I need to add more specifics in there so people know what to what to order, and I'll take care of that tonight.
It's so small I can't see what it's at.
Here, let's close this. It's at $1,077. So a little
Nice.
over 10. Oh, there we go.
Good.
We just jumped up to 1,100. 31 backers. Nice.
Oh, that's your goal. 10,000.
Yeah, I'm a little. I went. I was gonna drop it. I don't know. It's interesting. A lot of big comics are still funding. I'm wondering, do people have money for comic books right now? I don't know. But you know what? I left it where it was. So I think we can do it. I think we can make it. Last one made 13K. So I think we could do at least 10.
Cool. Well, we'll be pushing it as we do the shows.
Yeah, I appreciate that, definitely.
Like when we do our live show on Thursdays, I'll be pushing it.
I usually tell people this is imagine you drop a during the 1920s Prohibition time Chicago, you drop a female vampire in there and see what happens. So it's like a supernatural comedy. But it's what do you tell people to describe it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of tough guys, and they're not used to the dames, the dames getting in there and doing things. So not to say that there weren't any at that time, but it's fun to play with the idea, and the tough guys and the Tommy guns and the slang. I really have a lot of fun with the slang. I'm going to have another glossary in the back with all the gangster and British slang, and that's so. But yeah, I mean, it's a bizarre take on the tough guy and when they meet tough girls, when they meet they might meet their match, but there are still tough big. Al Capone is maybe he's just a regular guy, but he's got a lot of things going for him, and he's not going to be just a simple pushover.
So what are you going to bring in any other gangsters? I mean, there was a lot of
Oh yeah, well Frank
Nitti
was in the first book, and he shows up a little bit at the end of this one. Al Capone gets together with all his lieutenants, and they discuss a few things. Who's this new thing, this new creature that's in the midst of our business here.
Pretty Boy Floyd, Mal Barker, Bonnie and Clyde. I mean, you've got some really bad people running around.
There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. There's so many. I still have to cover the Irish side. I have to cover Bugs Moran, although the Minotaur we saw works for Bugs, but we haven't seen him yet. Maybe probably in issue 3. There are so many personalities from that time. And Easy Eddie is Al Capone's lawyer, and a lot of people don't know this, but his name is Easy Eddie O'Hare, and O'Hare Airport is named after his son. So yeah, this stuff practically writes itself.
I was wondering why, because at some of the scene after the Minotaur action, they talk about like bugs. I'm like, why is this? What is this, like a misprint? When I was reading it, Bugs. So that's what you were alluding to. Yeah,
Bugs Moran. He's the North Side gang who's in conflict with the South Side gang led by Al Capone, and it's loosely North Side versus South Side. Irish versus the Italians. Yeah.
Irish versus Italian. Huh?
And then Ruxy's in the middle of that. So.
Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff.
It's cool because in a way, this whole thing is like an education trip for me. It's like historical. And you get to see through this supernatural creature the events of what's happening. that I never thought of. So it's actually quite surprisingly educational.
Well, that's just
I
me.
love it.
I love history, and I love well, you watch enough gangster movies, and you wanna know how it really went down. You
Yeah.
kind of look, and there's so much stuff online. You just find out whatever you want, and it's cool. I mean, it's interesting and it's cool and it's intense. So yeah,
So
it's fun.
this Frank Nitti that I drew from issue 1 and issue 2. He's what is he? Is he like Al Capone's accountant?
No.
Oh.
No, he's he's like a lieutenant or an underboss, basically.
Did you ever see The Untouchables? The Kevin Costner,
Yes.
Sean Connery.
She was in
Maybe a
the-
long time ago.
Yeah.
He's the guy in the white suit that Costner throws off the roof at the end of the film. He's a really bad guy.
Oh,
In real life, he was a really bad guy.
because he's got. When I look at the pictures of him and I try to draw from him, he's got the biggest eyeballs on a human being. Ah, that fits. It's a boy dog.
Fritz has come by to say hi and to help us with our Kickstarter.
He's so cute.
Hello, buddy. We're doing pretty well. We're doing really well.
He's not the usual dual coloring of a sausage dog. Usually, I always see like dual color, like they're
Yeah.
black and.
Well, he's a red, so he's kind of got like a brownish, reddish
Oh.
color. So and like I say, his face is faded. He looks older than he is. He's actually younger than Zoe, but his face is faded a little bit. But he's a good boy. He's such a good guy.
What I realized about both of your dogs is they don't lick you. That's great.
No, they don't really. No, every once in a while, I'll get one lick here and there, but that's about it.
Now wipe some peanut butter on your cheek.
All right.
Yeah, that'll get them to go there.
Yeah, when we were sometimes helping out sitting a dog, the Yorkie, and man, that dog licks, like cannot stop licking. It's like wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Their breath is not the best, so I don't mind.
I'm gonna bid off. I'm gonna say good night.
All right. Yeah.
All right, Topper.
You got 30 days to go, right?
Yes. We'll be stopping actually on April 18th. So exactly 1 month.
Okay. And you can get in on your free thing within the first 24 hours, right?
Yep. You get the free metallic bookmark and a name and a book plate. So this is going to be in steel.
Oh, for anybody who purchases it within 24 hours.
Yep. You get that for free.
Ah.
Yeah. So tomorrow until 7:30 Central, you'll get this free.
Nice.
After 7:30 tomorrow, it'll be available as an add-on.
Great.
For $200?
Which you gotta pay for. No, it's gonna be $15.
All right, guys. Good luck. Good night.
Thanks, Topper.
Okay,
Thanks for
Topper.
coming by.
We'll talk
Good
to
to see
everybody
you.
later.
Take care.
Bye.
I like talking to that guy. He's like a fount of knowledge.
He is. He knows just about everything you want to know about art. You talk to him. He always asks me, "Do you know artist XYZ?" I'm like, "No, sorry." But yeah, he's an enthusiast, definitely.
I'm actually thinking about buying a Tommy gun, maybe like a replica.
Okay.
Just to get the angles right, it's so difficult sometimes.
Wow, you should be able to fire up a movie or something to get just about any
Yeah.
angle you want.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of movies with Tommy guns. A lot of gangster movies.
Yeah, it's an iconic. America. We're all
Yeah.
about the guns here, so
Mhm.
it's an iconic from that time period. It's an iconic firearm. And then in World War II, they used them, although they didn't have the drum.
Right.
There's a circular drum that carried the ammunition. In World War II, they had just a straight magazine. But the Tommy gun was real big in World War II as well.
Yeah, I thought it was always like some kind of rifle. Isn't it just a mere like a revolver or like a pistol or something? They just attach the magazines. Isn't that what it
Yeah.
is?
No.
No, it's a straight up submachine gun. It's
It's not a. It's. You can say it's in between. It's not a because it's not a pistol, and it's not quite a rifle.
Yeah, so it's like an in between weird gun, right? It's like a
But it's. How do you say it?
it's an automatic
Yeah.
weapon from that time. So
Yeah.
at that time, I would imagine it's pretty advanced.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that big round.
It fired a 45 caliber round, which is
That's
Which
pretty
is
big.
yeah.
and
It's
it's
got a big
auto
kick.
it's automatic, so it'll keep shooting nonstop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
That would
watch, there's a crazy scene in a movie called Miller's Crossing.
You made me watch it. I saw the whole thing and screenshot everything.
I mean, that movie is beautiful. I mean, the suits and the
This
ties
is
and
interesting. What the heck are you talking?
but guys, it's one of my favorites. Probably one of my favorite. Might be my absolute favorite gangster movie. But yeah.
Yeah, you told me it's your favorite movie. It's beautiful.
Awesome. And it's the Coen brothers, so
Oh,
it's one of their first movies.
okay. Yeah, explain about the what was the epic scene? Was it the last scene there?
Well, yeah, I mean the Irish gangster, he gets attacked at his house, and he's got a Tommy gun with a drum, and it's impossible. I mean, it's a movie, and it's a little cheesy, but it's impossible the amount of ammunition he puts through that gun. But he's just mowing all these hitmen down and shooting up cars, and it's a little ridiculous, but I think the directors knew that, and it's more about the effect and just having fun with a Tommy gun. So yeah, there's just about any angle of Tommy gun you want in Miller's Crossing. Whew. All right, you guys ready to call it?
Let's take a final look at where you're at. Okay.
I think I am
33
exhausted.
backers, 1,130. Oh, it just shut up.
Shut up. That is
So another $60 hit that. No, another $50 got added up there. Nice.
Let's take a look at the 12%. Looking good. Looking good. All right. All right. Wow. Well, thank you again for coming. I appreciate you guys chatting with me and having another live launch. And it's always fun to talk to you guys. And I will see you at C2E2.
Yeah.
And we'll hopefully have another great launch. And then I'll get you a Ruxy 3 script, hopefully in the next month or two, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
All right.
months, 2-3 months.
Me too.
Yeah. All right, Kurt. Thanks for having us. We'll be watching the Kickstarter. I'll be promoting it on all our shows. And, yeah, looking forward
And many
to the next issue,
blessings
too.
and a fortune for this.
Yeah.
year.
Yeah, you too. And keep making fantastic art, Mog.
I'll be kicking Mog's butt in gear to finish up the rest of the pages.
Do that. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I deserve it, but thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, please, people who are watching this, like, share, comment.
Please do.
And if you see us at the shows, bring your Ruxy covers, your Spectres and Sabanians. Mog is signing those for free. Okay, so we don't charge for signatures. And you can get her signature for free.
I had a... Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, at Indiana Comic Con, I had someone ask about you, Mog.
Oh,
She was looking through my book. She's like, there's some kind of Xanadu cover or something.
Xanadu.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what she was talking about, but she knew you. And so yeah, I think she bought some Spectrus. I think she bought some of your tarot card covers. But yeah,
yeah.
she was asking about you particularly. Yeah.
Have you noticed with the Spectrus? People, well, for me, people just buy it for almost just the art.
Yeah, the covers, they blow people away.
Yeah.
I think for issue 6, it's going to be, what is it called? The Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, the Wheel of
Oh, is
Fortune.
that so? What's the cover going to be?
Wheel of Fortune is like, I think the sun sign that attached with it is Leo, right? Leo, I think. I was kind of looking in on it. It's the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah.
When do you need that by, Kurt? I got to get started on it early.
I think October 1st, maybe.
Yeah, you know, with tarot cards, these tarot card paintings, they're massive. And I do so much research. Like, I can write an essay, 3-page essay per issue, man.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, and they're beautiful and they're intricate, and I love the border work is
the border work is
That's what everybody talks about.
They're all, and guys, I hand draw and hand paint them, guys. Everything, okay?
Yeah, and it's gorgeous. It really is.
Okay.
Look at that, 1225.
Wow, 1200. Woohoo! Wheel of Fortune. What's it about? Is it something like literally a Wheel of Fortune?
It's
about life.
It's about destiny, change. So it's kind of like Spectrus's, the way things work out for her in the end. It's the next step in her life, so to speak. The way things turn out. Maybe she gets what she wants, or maybe she didn't get what she wanted, or maybe she does, and it was the right thing or the wrong thing. So it's kind of that idea of the fate that was maybe chosen for you, or the fate that you have to work with.
But we forgot to mention, for those who are also Spectrus Sabanian fans, Ruxy, the main character of Spectrus Sabanian, there's a crossover many times. She makes appearances here as well.
Yeah, not huge appearances, but yeah, she's definitely in there. There are they do tie together. So, yeah, she's been around so long, I can fit her in just about anywhere.
Cool.
Okay, so far 35 backers, amazing. If you have 35 backers per day, you would easily reach your goal.
I would be thrilled. Yes, definitely. Yes. All right. Well, you guys have a great night.
Okay.
And thank you again. And I'm looking forward to getting this in print, and then our next gig together.
All right. Good night.
All right.
Good night. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Take care, guys.
Thanks. And thanks everyone for backing Ruxy Vampire. Check it out.